The stabbing scene was too graphic for the Elgato the second time around, so it decided to cut itself off. This time the game didn't even show her stabbing herself. It just saw at one moment she wrote "I can't" and the next moment she's bleeding. And now we're back on the hard trophy. Can we get all the pictures?
Their mom knows just the same. And so the blackbird's eating my head. That's why it hurts so much. My baby Charlotte is so beautiful, and she's so good. But Renee isn't. I'm like the others, Mom. I can't.
Alright, so now we're looped back around this way.
Don Junior knows everything. He speaks to God and he tells him lots of things. A cat goes into my mouth and eats me from inside. At least you can't see what's happening. Renee's kind to Don Junior, but he always frightens me.
That's that path. Okay.
In school nights, when the lights go.
So now we're back here.
Mr. Onofrio is very kind and helps us. If he's not here, I have good reason to be afraid.
I recall this is where the dead end is. Oh no, that's there. Crud.
When I was small, I never used to eat. grandmother. Mr. Onofrio is so nice. I'm bad because I'm not kind. Mom always has to work because it's so cold in winter. Mr. Onofrio helps Mom. How would we manage if he didn't?
I don't think I got those the last time. Keep going. Keep going, you weird, weird game. Not that way.
There are a lot of them. They want to hurt me. They fly. Even Charlotte can't help me.
Oh gosh.
Mom works so hard because I have to eat.
One away! Where is it? Not this way. Back to down and around on that side. Where is the last picture? Oops, back out. Nope. Missed it by one. Missed it by one.
Belle me le tengo, Madame Adoressa, belle me le tengo. Re ne domanda una, Madame Adoressa, re ne domanda una. Che cosa ne vuol fare, Madame Adoressa, che cosa ne vuol fare? La vuole maritare, Madame Adorella, la vuole maritare.
All right, you evil children. I will get your portraits.
Uno spazzacamino, Madame Adoressa, uno spazzacamino. E come la vestirebbe, Madame Adorella, e come la vestirebbe? Stracci e di toppe, Madame Adorella, stracci e di toppe. Uscite dal mio castello, Madame Adorella, uscite dal mio castello. Quante belle figlie, Madame Adorella,
I do a lot of bad things. I don't tell anyone. Their mom knows just the same. And so...
I just realized that bird's eating her brain.
The blackbird's eating my
I thought it was hitting her. It was just eating at her hair.
My baby Charlotte is so beautiful, and she's so good. But Renee isn't. There are a lot of them. They want to hurt me. They fly. Even Charlotte can't help me. Mom works so hard because I have to eat, or I won't grow. When I was little, I never used to sleep or not. When I was small, I never used to eat for nothing.
Right, so those two move back around.
Mr. Onofrio is so nice. I'm bad because I'm not kind. Mom, Mr. Onofrio helps Mom. How would we manage if he didn't?
And then I think this is the middle passage. Yep. Go this way first because they both loop back around to the middle thing.
I'm not like the others, Mom. Why not? Mr. Onofrio is very kind and helps us. If he's not here, I have good reason to listen.
I think if you loop too much, if you loop too much, I think that's why you go dark.
My schoolmates, when the light's there. Renee's kind to Don Gino, but he always frightens me. A cat goes into my mouth and it eats me from inside. At least you can't see what's happening.
Wait, I don't think... No, I did do the bird brain. What is the last one? I keep missing. Wait. I think I found it.
He speaks to God and he tells him lots of things.
I found it. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, happy day.
What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Alright, so let's hear how different the recording is.
May 4th, 1942. The patient had previously expressed suicidal feelings, but never acted on them. Yesterday, she injured herself badly, stabbing herself in the stomach with sharp-pointed scissors. Sedated, restrained, and transferred. isolation cell. May 10th, transferred to the agitated ward for observation. Isolation.
Definitely a weird one.
November 11th, 1942. The patient speaks very little, refuses food, force-fed with a nasal cannula.
Ow!
May 2nd, 1943. The lack of kerosene for heating and the food shortage is claiming many victims in the institution. War spares nobody, not even these alienated creatures. Despite her young age, this patient has fallen ill owing to the cold and malnutrition. Once more, I feel like I'm on the edge of an abyss. What a horrible feeling. My paranoia is hammering at the gates. Everything is exploding, and in the end, I know they will enter and destroy me in a matter of seconds. I won't be here for much longer, but in my personal hell, consumed by fear which will be directed violently outwards. When you're not well, I mean, in your head, when you're crazy. I mean, what else am I? Well, that's that. I can't speak or move anymore. I find it hard to swallow. I can't eat. Then it passes. I feel better. Like now, perhaps. Then the anxiety returns and I can't sleep. I can't stop the intrusive thoughts, one after the other, relentlessly. I suffer from memory lapses. Yes, there are periods I don't remember anything about, and I don't know what it means. It first started when I was with my fiancé, and Bruna was there. They said I did certain things, you know. I'm too embarrassed to talk about them. But I think that's the reason I'm here, isn't it? But I don't do any of those things now, do I? Please tell me. And,
Oh yeah, she definitely sounds more paranoid, more delusional here.
But nobody comes to visit me. Why? Do you know?
Alright, so I looked semi-normal when we did this the last time. Let's see how bad we look now. Oh gosh, the phone's ringing this time.
August 28th, 1942. I have no one left in the world. Nobody at all. Solitude is very strange. It muffles everything, slows it down. It's an endless scream that makes no sound. A silent scream. I can't stop looking at myself. I will never leave this place. There is nobody out there for me. These walls have become my skin, and the wretched desperation within them is my soul without a voice. Here, nobody weeps anymore. How I would love to feel life, desperation, anger. I've stopped dreaming, daydreaming, maybe even.
Alright, so that dialogue is the same, because they already said that she's not allowed to leave in the other one, and then she grows desperate. But in this one, it is she's actually broken. Okay. we still have left? Oh, crud. I didn't actually get the desperation or the depression trophy. Whoops. Go back. I guess I can go back after I do this. Oh, because I jumped straight to the school to do the school part. Oh, my bad. Alright, I can go back and do that later then.
March 12th, 1938. Renee T., 16 years old. Menstruation at age 12.
Yeah, see, housewife.
Father unknown. Mother a seamstress. Admitted in observation yesterday morning from Pontedera, accompanied by a police officer authorized by the examining magistrate. We can't read this document. It is forbidden. We mustn't. If they find out, there will be trouble. We have to look for Amara. We must hurry. We have to follow the memories and make sure they don't fade. She is frightened, hears noises and ghosts, presents serious signs of anxiety psychosis, suffers from hallucinations. She is anxious, confused, her expression is distressed, a questioning look as if terrified, disoriented. She feels confused, hears voices shouting in her head. She doesn't understand things properly. She has been feeling unwell for 2 or 3 months. When questioned, she replies, "My mother wants to hurt me. I'm always scared of her. She chases me." "Why are you here?" "I argued with my mother and was so upset that I felt like my head was spinning. There was a woman there who wanted to force me into a life of prostitution. They wanted to condemn me to be burned at the stake. Children whispered, called my name." March 16th. She couldn't sleep last night. They wanted to condemn her to be burned at the stake. April 4th. Transferred to the calm ward, still under my supervision. Yes, that's true. The ward where Amara was. Yes, the stake. The children wanted to burn Renee. She had to pay for what she'd done, like witches at the stake. So many things frightened me. The system that I lived in was built on fear and light. There was no mercy or understanding in the town of light. April 21st. She's more awake this morning and is responding to questions, complains of headaches. She became agitated when she found out her mother was there. She says that one day, many years earlier, she was with a friend of hers and met a man who made her get into a car and took her for a ride. He made her smoke cigarettes and drink liquor, and the man showed her.
Yeah, so that hasn't changed.
I can't
It's just her
remember these
reactions
things.
to them that
Only the
changes.
guilt, the stake. Amara, she was good. Let's look for her. What else can we do?
I want to go to the gardens next, like before, but where... Oh, wait, am I on the second? I'm on the second floor. That's why I couldn't find the exit. It's like, where's the gardens? Oh, I guess if you want to go to the gardens, you have to go outside. No, that's the exit. There we go. There's something out here I missed as well.
This is the road we used to take.
Whoa.
If it weren't for her, in the grounds on that bench in spring, so many days. It was an escape, watching nature around us as she talked and smiled. And then there were the kitchens. Sometimes we stole food and ran back to the bench to eat it in secret, and we laughed.
Nope,
She
that's
did
still happening.
things to me. Sometimes she touched me. In the shower, I felt her body against mine for the first time.
This is weird art.
It was a shiver that warmed my soul. Eyes closed, the light slipped away. Nature helped me to forget, to escape from the system. She wasn't in the system. He wouldn't let her in. That's it. She must be the key to my memories, to the reasons why. The scent of spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
Whoa, that was some popping. Marla, I thought, looked slightly different in the first time we did it. I mean, here she looked more motherly. The other one, I thought she looked more like a peer.
Come on. Come on, let's look everywhere. She must be here, I'm certain. Let's look for Amara in the kitchens in the basement of the building, behind the greenhouse. We can't go down there. There's too much water. Keep looking. We mustn't give up.
Interesting that there was too much water this time, since there wasn't too much water the first time.
Where could she be? We've got to talk to her. Everything will be all right. But being here now, I don't like it. Come on, let's look for her, quickly. We can't stay in here too long. They'll find us. When they found us... Come on, hurry. We've got to find her quickly. We've got to get out of here. They'll find us. But not now. Not yet. Amara's not here. Maybe she's in the showers. We can find her there. The water was often cold. When it was cold, we ran away. But when it was hot, then she came to Renee, under that cruel white light. I can still feel the shivers her body gave me. Everything must return to how it was. If we recreate that magic, she'll come to us.
Wasn't it this one?
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
Was this the boiler? So I unintentionally did what I was supposed to do.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Yep, now it's open.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes. Everything's ready. Let's get undressed and leave our clothes on the hooks in the changing rooms. Let's turn the water on now, and everything will be as before.
Away!
Amara was the only thing Renee had. They separated them. Renee went to the slightly agitated ward, the one that terrified everybody. Those injections were a torture, the just punishment for what I was doing. And what about her? Who knows where Amara was? They had taken me upstairs into the ward where no one wanted to go.
I was gonna say, this doesn't...
Let's look for Renee's room in the
Yeah, I know we're going to the slightly agitated ward. But this really doesn't feel that different from the previous.
slightly agitated ward.
I mean, I get trying to give split paths, but it needs to do more than just split the paths.
When there was too much chaos, they closed all the windows and the door. They turned off the lights, and it was pitch black. Some people fell asleep. Some others stopped seeing their demons and became more calm. They put a straitjacket on you. They gave you a cold shower. They suffocated you with a sheet. They tied you to the bed. They tied me to the bed. A woman died next to me, choked by her own vomit. She was tied down because she wouldn't stop pleasuring herself. I can still hear her death rattle. I screamed, but nobody came. Everybody screamed in there, all of them. It was then I saw the doll, which wasn't Charlotte. No, she wasn't Charlotte. The past was like the present. That doll, that man, the shame. Renee was increasingly divorced from reality. How will I ever find out what really happened? How will I ever find Amara again if I can't even find myself? Montefoscoli, November 12th, 1939. My dear daughter, this is the last letter she wrote to me. Once I was put into this ward, I was overwhelmed by loneliness. After that medical examination, I received no more letters from Mom. Why is that man here?
Or so she thought she
come
received
see
no
me?
more letters from her mother.
Did I make a mistake? It didn't seem like she wanted to abandon me. What did I do wrong? I'd like to be able to reply to her again now, to change things. Perhaps she would have listened to me. Will she reply?
Wait, which side is it? I think it's... No, I was right. It's the other side.
When you were sent to a lunatic asylum, you lost the right to possess anything. Everything you arrived with was packed up and stored here, even the clothes you were wearing, in case you were released one day. But far too many never left. There must be a file with my name in the filing cabinet somewhere. Dear Mother, please, I beg you, get me out of this place. I'm so frightened here. You were right. I know I was wrong. I understand. I'm so ashamed. If only you knew how much. I received your letter, Mom. You tell me to be patient and strong, while I...
See, I don't think this has changed either.
Pain. And you don't write to me anymore. If only these words could be my soul, I'd tell you what was happening to me. Montefoscoli, July 7th, 1940. My dear daughter, I have received no news from you. You have not contacted me in months. I'm sorry, but I don't have the money to come and visit you. Do you remember Mr. Onofrio? He'll soon be in Volterra for business. I've asked him if he would be kind. Mom will come to Mom is good, but she's not well. That's why that man came. The doll. Renee could have played with it while she was waiting for her to arrive. But Renee didn't have it with her. Is it one of Mom's lies? She knew that she'd hurt Renee and... No, Mommy's good. That man brought it. We've just remembered who he is, haven't we? It was Renee who was wrong. The doll's here. I know that for sure. Perhaps she's been abducted like all the others and is locked up here somewhere. Now we can open the bundle on that table in front of the window. May the Lord guide your path and keep you from sin, Mom. You see? Mom was good. I was bad.
Again,
Mom
this all
worried
looks the
about Renee
same.
and Charlotte. I abandoned Charlotte. We've abandoned her.
Bless you, Cat.
Let's look for Charlotte. We have abandoned her. Will she still be where we abandoned her, under the warm lights?
As I said, it's an experience game. Like, I knew that's what I was getting into. That's why I knew it was short. But it doesn't need the multi-paths, in my opinion. Especially because the ending's not multi-tiered. Because in the end, she's still going to get the electroshock therapy, it seems. In the end, she's still going to get lobotomized.
I didn't do anything. I just obeyed orders.
I only obeyed orders.
Charlotte has gone away. Mom will come and get us. She loves us,
I
even
only
though we're
obeyed
bad.
orders. Leave us alone. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
Even though we're bad.
Mom won't leave us alone. I didn't do anything.
Charlotte gone away.
I only obeyed orders.
Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're bad.
I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
Like, I appreciate what they were trying to do here, but again, from the hunter point of view, I don't need multiple playthroughs of something that's clearly the same. again, since I've done this before, I should be able to skip, unless it's going to do something different. Like, I like that they let me skip the readings once I've heard them the first time. Alright, let's see how different this is.
1938. The patient frequently indulges in recriminations expressed in an explosive tone of voice. This morning she threw away the milk, saying it was full of urine, spittle, and all kinds of other filth. Crazed, she hears voices that order her to do things. She says she heard children singing and that they were locked up in a school. January 20th, 1939. Introverted, dazed, cannot focus on anything. When questioned and stimulated, she starts crying and weeping. At other times, she laughs. June 1st. Apathetic. Eats very little. She refuses to be touched. Does not respond. Spends her time on the ground.